William Morrow and HarperAudio present The Kitchen Whisperers, Cooking with the Wisdom of Our Friends, by Dorothy Kalins, read by Abby Craden. Forward. For me, food, and cooking for others, is almost indistinguishable from love. Like Dorothy, I have many cherished voices in my head when I cook, each one coaxing me to cook so many different things in so many different ways. And like her, I have almost no voice that's telling me how to bake a cake. I'm fortunate to have a wife and a daughter who are so good at dessert. They've given me a hall pass from confronting my own reluctance to cook with exactitude. So, while I'm not obsessing about exactitude, I do think a lot about how to pinpoint flavor. There are so many voices. I'll try to name a bunch of them. I grew up cooking with my dad quite a bit on the outside grill, and at the stove too. From early on, I was 5, 6, 7. The love of cooking was a bond between us. The first thing he taught me to make was ratatouille. We named our miniature French poodle after that dish. On weekends, we'd make Egg Saturday, scrambled eggs with crispy crumbled bacon on top. Or we'd make Swiss eggs, cook bacon, drain off almost all the fat, put the bacon back in the pan, crack a bunch of eggs on top, season with salt and pepper, blanket it with Swiss cheese and paprika, and put the lid on just until the cheese melts and the yolks are still soft and runny. The food wasn't always great, but it was fun. And it was always more about who I was with than what we were making. Without question, my dad is in my head, still. As soon as I got my driver's license, I drive to the house of our cherished housekeeper, Mary Smith, for Saturday afternoon lessons in the fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens she'd grown up with in Mississippi. As a junior in high school, I was the only male in home ec class. I loved the girl-boy ratio for sure, but I really loved the teacher, Mrs. Holcamp. I brought home and cooked every recipe she taught us, like pizza and tacos from scratch. Eventually, I wanted to turn my love of cooking into doing it the right way. In college, thanks to my dad's travel business, airfare was incredibly cheap, so I could go to Italy for a long weekend. I went every chance I got and learned from every meal I had. When I moved to New York at age 22, I wanted to keep this cooking thing going. I signed up for cooking classes from an amazing woman, an Egyptian-born Jew named Andre Abramoff. She had a sweet little restaurant called Andre's Mediterranean in a townhouse on East 74th Street. I learned to make kibbeh her way and bouillabaisse too. And to this day, I almost always make Andre's turkey for Thanksgiving. She didn't brine it. She'd layer a pound of bacon strips on top of the bird. The bacon-draped bird goes into a really hot oven, 450 degrees Fahrenheit to 500 degrees Fahrenheit for half an hour. I remove the bacon strips, setting them aside for tomorrow's turkey sandwiches, and lower the temperature to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. The bacon creates a tasty sear, sealing in the juices. Meanwhile, every 15 minutes, I baste the bird with the bacon drippings. It's antithetical to conventional turkey methods and takes a lot less time, and it's so good. My love of barbecue led me to cook with some of America's best pitmasters, whose voices I still have in my head. Low and slow, with plenty of stories while cooking. I have Roman cooks in my head. I have Joyce Goldstein, the San Francisco chef and cookbook author, in my head. I have the French chefs I worked with in Bordeaux in my head, and Ruthie Rogers from London's River Cafe speaks to me constantly. I've come to realize that everybody who cooks with other people has their own kitchen whisperers. From the very early 1990s to about 2010, I was keenly interested in experiencing as many Michelin-starred restaurants as I could. It's kind of where the puck was for fine dining during that era. But since then, my taste in restaurants and my taste in cooking has just gotten simpler and simpler. There's a sensibility among people who are at home in a great trattoria, in a great bistro. A large part of my inspiration for Gramercy Tavern, which opened in 1994, were the 2-star restaurants in the French and Italian countryside, not the urban.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?